If you're just joining us this afternoon, we have been staying on top of some breaking news, a leak in Whitewater Township that has led to some evacuations.
And we are joined now by Nick Crosley from the Hamilton County EMA. He is the director there. Thank you so much for taking your time to speak with us this afternoon on what's turned out to be a very busy afternoon. We know this started around 2 o'clock, this chemical leak that we're following out of Whitewater Township. Can you kind of talk us through what has exactly transpired there?
So a little bit before 2 o'clock, I was notified that a release valve that's built into the car, in case anything happens, had opened and was releasing gas into the atmosphere. At that time, Whitewater Township responded along with our urban search and rescue for drone coverage, Greater Cincinnati hazmat support, as well as other first responders to go analyze what was going on. At that point, they realized that it was styrene gas, which is toxic and can be flammable. They then closed off the area. We requested an evacuation of about half a mile from the area in case of an explosion. And so that closed down Kroger and anything else around there. Right now, people are recommended to either go to Miami Township or Whitewater if they need somewhere to go. The health effects are relevant. They're not overwhelming, but they can cause irritation and things like that. And then, of course, the scene will stay closed until they're sure that the rail car is stabilized.
Nick, do you have any idea? I know it's really early, but do you know what that timeline could look like? Any idea how long these people might be evacuated or how long it might take these crews to really get this scene secured and safe again?
So I'm not sure. We are trying to figure out if the car has heated up or not. Once we know that, we'll be able to determine how long we have to wait before they can open up the road and that it's safe. But we have to keep the roads closed in case the tank car has any kind of eruption.
You know, we were talking about this half-mile radius, but I'm watching social media and all the comments. You know, there are people just outside of that radius or even more, further away who are still concerned about the effects this could have on their health. Can you just reassure people that that half-mile radius is safe for them to stay in?
Sure. So all the guidance we have says that they should, if they're in the half-mile radius, they should leave. If they can't leave, they should shelter in place. Again, the guidance we have does not say that the health effects are deadly, as it were, but they can cause some irritation, and that if people feel like they need to go see their doctor, they should go see their doctor, but otherwise just shelter in place. They may smell it, but if that makes them uncomfortable, then we recommend that they leave the area. Again, they can go to Miami Township or Whitewater, and they'll be open for the duration of the event.
I know we've seen some different videos, and we're working to bring those to you on air that are circulating right now online of what looked like the gas being released from one of those train cars. This wasn't a derailment. I just want to clarify that, correct?
Correct. It was not a derailment. The valve was open. The valve is now closed, and so they continue to spray water on it to cool it off if it needs cooling off, and then they're continuing to evaluate if it's cooled off enough to where the danger is past.
Are you able to say who owns this train car?
No, I do not know who owns the exact train car.
Okay, before we let you go, Nick, one last question. Should people have any concerns about any lingering health effects? I mean, now that the valve has been closed, once you guys secure that scene and you leave the scene, is this a situation where once it's cleared, people are going to be safe again? Or should they have some concerns that things could still be lingering in the air?
As far as I know, that the air should clear and people will be able to repopulate the area. I can verify that with the hazmat experts. But as far as I know, once they declare it clear and open the roads back up, it should be safe for people to come back in.
And I know we are still in the very early stages of this, but just as far as how a valve like this became open in the first place, is that something you'll be looking into down the road?
I'm sure that's something that the railroad company and the various agencies that responded will be asking that question. It's a heat release valve, and so they'll be looking into what happened in it and verifying if there was any kind of defect or anything like that.
All right. Thank you so much for your time. This is the Hamilton County EMA Director, Nick Crosley. We appreciate that information.
Yeah, a lot of important information there. And again, this is something that we are staying on top of. We've got crews out there at the scene. We'll have another update for you in just a few minutes right here on Fox 19 Now.